Welcome back, everybody. I hope that you have enjoyed this amazing little break from my voice. And if you haven't, then I do apologize. Here's what happened. Stop it. I recorded this video. Stop it. I recorded this video once, and I was kind of scatterbrained and all over the place. So I just completely scrapped it. Took a day, and now I'm re-recording it. So I took a day to kind of plan out what I wanted to do. So there are three cars that I really want to show off, and this is the first one, and this is the Vapid Dominator, and this is one of the best muscle cars that you can get in the game. And I have I have my three favorites. I won't say that they're the three best, but they're my three favorites in this game. Okay, so the Vigero, the Gauntlet, and the Dominator. And I think those are the three best muscle cars in the game, and none of them are particularly expensive. I mean, I don't think that you can buy the Dominator anywhere, but the Gauntlet is, I think, 32 grand, and the Vigero is, I think, 21,000. So as far as cars go, they're pretty cheap. You know what? I'll throw this in my garage. So, I got three random colors. This one I just found on the side of the street, so I don't even know if that's all, all natural or whatever. But, as I said, Vigero, Gauntlet, Dominator. And we're going to do this entire episode in the Vigero, and then I'm going to do a little bit of running from the police, just kind of showing off all the lessons that I've gone through, putting them into practice while actually, doing something useful with them, which will be running from the police. So we're going to head on over to the... Whoa! That was close. We're going to head on over to the wondrous little airport, as that is such a great place to drive around on. Here, you go. 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 There you are, buddy. Alrighty. So, one of the first things that you need to realize about muscle cars, they have so much wheel spin, it's incredible, okay? You kind of shouldn't just gun it when it comes to muscle cars. I'm going to wait for this guy to move. Alright, this is what happens when you just gun it. Did you see all that? Do you see these tire marks? It just screeches and drags for about 30 million years, and it's ridiculous. There is so much tire spin on these cars, and it's not like this car specifically. That happens with almost all of the muscle cars. It's just a thing. It's a fact of life for them. I don't know why, but it is something that you want to take care to realize, especially if you're doing races or anything that have turns right off the start. Because when you have that tire spin, that's when your car is the easiest to fishtail. So try and always keep that in mind. As you see, I zoomed in and out of traffic a little bit, did my thing. But if you did watch the motorcycle video, a lot of what I said in there holds true to the cars, which is why I wanted you to start with motorcycles, because that's how you can get your control up. But this is really the category where drifting comes into play. Now, drifting is not a thing that you really get to do when you're practicing with the motorcycles, which is kind of why you need these cars. You can get better at driving the supercars just by running around in motorcycles. However, when it comes to muscle cars, you can't. You gotta work with them. So, of all the things that you gotta work with, they are really slippery. Okay, so I just noticed that this kind of glitched in the footage. I don't know exactly what happened. I do want to say that I am sorry, and I can't fix it. That's the actual footage being corrupted. That happens every now and again with Elgato, but I really don't want to record this episode for a third time, so I'm very, very sorry, but you're just gonna have to deal with it. I think you guys get the gist of what I was saying. I repeated it like 4 times. I'm sorry. Okay, back to the video. I'm sorry. Enjoy, please. Getting these things to slide out is often just as easy as just pushing too hard on your analog stick. Right there, spinning out. And depending on how fast you're going, which is a very big concern, especially if you like to take your car into the LS Auto Shop and, you know, soup it up like everybody does. These things will get up to a speed where if you just turn too hard, your wheels will just slip. And I mean, there's not much that you can do about it. There's not much that you can fix with it. You know, that's just how these cars are, and that's kind of the thing that you need to pay attention to. Okay, so pay attention to how fast you're going always. That's very important with these, and then pay attention to how much you actually need to turn. Like that was a little bit too much. But doing U-turns on these is kind of its own little special thing, because no other cars are like muscle cars in the way that you should be able to do U-turns. So, what I recommend is going ahead and jumping on the airport and just go through all these little turns right here, okay? All these little inner turns, just go ahead and hit them. Wait until these big outside ones to try your drift so that you have enough space. And follow through, hit inside, and when you think that you've got the skill down, you can cut in, cut out, hit these hard ones. These are the difficult ones, and just, you know, have fun. And this is just about the best way to get good at drifting. Oh, that's a big one. This is about the best way to get good at drifting, and it is a fun thing that you can just do. Maybe you're on Skype with your friends, you want to get a little bit better, you want to just do some work, you want to just hang out, maybe you're just bored and you're avoiding doing your homework. Whatever it is, just go hit the airport, drift around a little bit, have fun. When it comes to controlling these, just try to remember, don't slam too hard any one direction, especially after turning in another direction. And the biggest point where that would happen is if you say dodge this and then have to dodge this and then have to get back, and now you're sideways and everything's gone wrong and you're gonna die and everybody hates you and you'll never be as good as Jim. I don't know who Jim is, but take your time, be careful. So we're gonna go ahead and take this bad boy out into some traffic, drive around, and then we'll go ahead and jump into a police chase. So when it comes to driving around in traffic, the biggest difference between this and a motorcycle, other than the fact that a motorcycle is way easier to control, is that, you know, it's bigger. Because it's a car. Cars are bigger than bikes. That's how physics is. Oh, you thought I was gonna mess that up. Drifting around turns is fun, and you should totally do it. Never not. Okay? Never not drift. If you like it, if you're good at it, go have fun with it. And if you don't like it, don't do it. But if you like it and you're bad at it, do it more so that you get good at it. That's simple. Judging distances, like there, is really important. Oh, no. I did not judge that properly. And so I crashed. Controlling cars in the air is kind of all the same. Just try and always keep your wheels under you. That simple. That's all you really should have to think about. Even if you're trying to do nice flips and tricks, just always think about getting your wheels back under you. Think about what you're gonna have to do to get your wheels under you. Think about how much time you have while you're in the air. Just that kind of thing. Just try and pay attention. I think that driving is really simple. It does take a little bit of skill, but it's something that you can easily work on. Nope, not dealing with it. Also, don't be afraid, if you are Franklin, don't be afraid to use Franklin's little slow down time thing, okay? Now, I would not recommend using it often, as it'll make you rely on it, and you'll see something like this and go, which is totally unnecessary, you know? Oh, I thought I could stop before I hit him. Nah. Oh well. It's totally unnecessary, but if you need it for something like, say, you want to, I need a really, really tight turn that's like impossible to make. Alright, say you want to turn left. No way you're going to make it. You made it. Use it for things like that. And just use it for like split seconds. Or if the police have popped your tires and you need to use it to turn. I mean, that's another great reason. Also, since we are going to be running from the police, I feel like it is imperative to tell you this, because this is kind of a big thing. If you lose your front tires, you lose the ability to steer. You won't turn when you turn the wheel. If you lose your back tires, you will fishtail all over the place, which makes it really hard to control, and you'll lose the ability to accelerate. So, I think that the hardest one to deal with, honestly, is not being able to I actually missed. Is not being able to steer. So, we're going to go ahead and pop these tires. Alright, there we go. So, let's check this out. You can still speed up, but as you might notice, our steering, once this last tire pops, it'll just go. Ah, there it is. Alright, it is very difficult to actually turn the car. It's very difficult. So, in this case, using Franklin's little slow down time ability helps you to make turns. Not a lot, but it's way better than what you do without it. Don't turn into me, buddy. I can't dodge you, right? So, always keep in mind what actually changes. You can still force yourself to drift, and that is a good way to make sharper turns, as even with Franklin's special ability, it's really hard to make turns. Alright? So, drifting is always a good option. Now, if you lose your back tires, this is another great car. I like it. I pick it up all the time. I just see it everywhere. This little, what's it called? The Buccaneer. Yeah. So, with this one, if you lose your back two tires, you lose the ability to accelerate. And when I say you lose the ability, I don't mean that you can't accelerate, but I do mean that it's way harder. So, to show you what I mean, we're going to start at this line up here. Alright. And we're going to go ahead and get these to pop themselves. Does that not work? Okay. I always thought it did. Never mind. So we'll go ahead and get these. That's one, and that's two. Okay. So let's get up to this line here. Alright. That's close enough. So, let's go ahead and wow traffic. I like how you all pop up out of nowhere. Thank you. Alright, so let's go ahead and go. You see what's happening? You see how slow that is? And you see how those light turns start to make you fishtail? Now this, I would say, is the easiest one to drive through. Okay? Because you can still control the car. It'll spin out a lot, but you can still get into reverse, and you can still push yourself, and you can still move. Just remembering to get out of turns early enough so that you don't actually flip around is imperative, and always try and stay on the ground. This doesn't land very well. But yeah. It's fun. When driving like that, using Franklin's little special abilities are super useful. If you're not Franklin, then you don't have those special abilities, obviously, and you won't be able to do it. So, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump into the gauntlet, as I know that is one of that's like everybody's favorite one, is either this right here or the gauntlet. And I'm a Dominator fan, I always will be, but I know a lot of people love the gauntlet, so we're going to run from the police in the gauntlet. We're not going to mess with the tires, and we're just going to see how well we can survive, okay? Just trying to keep in mind everything that we learned from the motorcycle video and everything that we've learned from this video, which includes, you know, the drifting, working on your timing, and actually planning out your turns, okay? You guys ready? Franklin, look this way. Franklin, look this way. Okay, I wanted him to look at the camera, but it didn't work. So, we're going to go ahead, switch out these cars, and get some police on us in the only way that I know how. Alright, looks like, oh, I must have killed one, because I'm at 3 stars. Let's go! By the way, if you're running from the cops, hit, if you're on next gen, go ahead and hit X to duck. It makes it way harder for them to hit you. So, when running from the cops, use your superior ability to drift and make turns quickly to help yourself gain some distance, because they will slide out, in and out, all around. Also, remember, you gotta turn a lot. If you go straight for too long, they'll hit you in the back. Something about this is laggy. I don't know what it is. Alright. I guess it was just that area of the city. I don't understand that though. This is next gen console. This is what this game is optimized for. Shouldn't be lagging. Ooh, buddy. Also, try to remember, while you are running from the police, if they are anywhere near close to you, cars are gonna slam on their brakes right in front of you, and it's gonna happen quite often. Okay? So you have to be super on point with your. Just take it off. There we go. And there we go, and there we go, and get out of this guy's way. Sweet. So, you have to be super on point with your judgment of time and space. You have to know how much time you have, and you have to know how much space you have. No, I can't escape yet. There we go. Psych. Swinging out the back of your car when they lunge at you is the smartest way, but always, always, always try to slow down right there. I hit my own car. Well, that was kind of funny. I don't even think that I hit the cars that I was trying to hit. I think I just hit myself. Yeah, I should have gave it a little bit of time to fly. Oh well. Let's go ahead, steal a car, and get these cops back on us. Yes, perfect. Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. Alright, thanks, bud. Let me just, hello. There we go. Yes, you're running away. Did I say you could come over here, officer? Oh, God. Well, that'll get you up to 3 stars real quick. Let's just make sure they understand I mean business. Thunk. Let's go. Thunk. There we go. Now that they understand that I'm quite serious. Let's go, boys. Boogity, 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 boys. Let's go racing. Yeah, that's my favorite line from Cars. It's a good movie. You should watch it. I can't wait for the next Cars movie. It looks like it's going to be so good. No, there we go. Oh, crap. I made it up to 4? I didn't want to get up to 4. I just wanted 3. Oh, well. Hey guys, really quickly, just wanted to say that the reason why I don't want 4 stars is because at 4 stars, they're actually kind of difficult to avoid and dodge. You're gonna see how it's actually difficult because you have the vans and like the 2-person teams that are actually shooting at you, and it actually becomes difficult to survive. And I wasn't trying to show you guys how to survive. I was mostly trying to show you guys just how to drive quickly while still, being on point, I guess. And I mean, you still can see what I'm talking about and you can understand it, but I figured that I should just explain why I didn't want those in there. Also, once again, sorry about this being so late, but when you're trying to make a quality thing, sometimes it comes off late. Anyway, so as I said, working on your time and spacing is kind of the best thing that you can do to help you be successful in running from the police. I'm going to go up because there's no space. Also, try to keep in mind when you're running that their cars are faster than yours. Even though they're definitely not, they are, okay? Even though there's no way that your supercar is going to be outrun by a, they are. Just smile and nod because they are. That's not what I meant. I meant this. There you go. That's another big problem. Be careful about looking backwards because sometimes it's too slow and you don't have time to turn around and see things in front of you. You can always use your O to jump back, so if you're stuck looking back behind you, you can just tap O and be back immediately. But it is super disorienting. Things like that are perfect times to use Franklin's little ability, because it's really hard to react in that space of time. This is the time when you slow down and just make your turn. Nice and simple. Oh, jeez, I didn't see you. Excuse me, pardon me. Don't want to hit nobody. Thank you. So, when getting away from the cops, I mean, one of the easiest things to do is to just jump in the, what's it called? A little auto body shop and say, hey, give me a new paint job. And they'll just be like, ah, that must be a completely different car. Because in the space of 5 minutes, it was painted. So, I mean, you know. Is this somewhere I can go? Not safely. Who are you and why are you shooting? Am I on the prison grounds now? I totally am. Well, this was a mistake. Yep. Let's just go. Let's get out of here. There we go. All right. So, jeez, they shot me out of the car. Well, I may not have been able to get away, but I was able to outdrive them, I think. Anyway, I'm not gonna throw in a montage of driving clips, mostly because I feel like when it comes to like bikes and stuff, you can do all the cool tricks. You can do flips and things and stuff like that. When it comes to driving, there's not much that you can do that's like actually cool, you know? So, I hope you enjoyed, and I also hope you learned something. If you did, go ahead, leave a like, and when running from police, just always try to keep your doors on, and I 110% recommend that you use a modded car, something with bulletproof tires, and something that freaking has amazing, speed to it, you know, and you armor said car, so that, you know, you don't get shot out of it. But, that's just my opinion, that's just what I think you should do. You don't have to. Be a man. Anyway, here's how we're gonna end this. Is he... Why are the... What did I do? What did I do? What? I just walked into a store. Okay. Why are these not opening? There we go. Open. Open. What the heck? Why is it not opening? I want that money. Fine. How much? $100. I'm confused as to why the police are mad at me. What did I do? Huh? Don't like black people in your stores? Yeah, that's what I thought. You know what? Eat it. Too late. You'll never take me alive, copper. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, go ahead, leave a like or a comment, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be supercars. Bye!